there are points that I'm going to share with you, the mindset of the composition. The first one is, what sound do you actually want? So this is going to be related to the point number 2, which is to transfer the real sound to the score, not the other way around. Because last time I used to compose by turning on my computer and write whatever based on the theory, but in the end, the sound is not what I want. And the third point is to be patient and extend and elaborate all the possibilities of the sound. Listen to the section that is not fully elaborate. This is one of the biggest takeaway from the composition, because before this, when I compose music, I will skip bars. Sometimes I cannot find the chords and I'll just simply put some chords. I know there's something weird there, but I cannot really find the solution. And I'm very happy with Vocalize is because I really extend the possibilities that can actually happen. And how I did that was I learned from Beethoven's Symphony No. 5 movement number 1. And I studied how Beethoven bridged to the end of the music, because I just don't get it. How he can bridge and go back to the ta-ta-ta-ta. So when I look back at Beethoven's score, he actually extended another few pages. So I was like, okay, so he actually did more construction inside his music. And I better sit down and really do something about it. And then I take another day, another session, and really sit down and to structure the missing part towards the end. And based on the understanding, I wrote a section to bridge to the end of my Vocalize. The next point is to believe that you are enough. So I am very afraid of empty spaces, because when we look at the score, when we look at other people's score, it's like full of notes. When I started to write accompaniment for Vocalize, sometimes when I see only one hand, I feel very uncomfortable. It's like, I don't know where the insecurity comes from, but that is one of my fears. The next thing is to not afraid of simple chords. And this is the second composition that I trust being simple. The third thing is, don't be afraid of uninteresting repetition and regularity. You know, when I was still a student, I have this misunderstood that we have to create varieties so that our music is interesting. Because when I was still in college, I have a lot of friends who are from the contemp faculty. They talk a lot about improvisation, and improvisation is about spontaneity, is about irregularity, and I kind of do it a little bit too extreme. And until very recently, I enjoy creating repetition, because only through enough repetition we can see a form.